Hello, Fuzzy Biker here. It is Sunday, October 10th, 2021. There is the new Royal Himalayan. We've got about 600 miles on her. Today I'm going to try to take her out to, let's see what we got for miles, 612. Today I'm going to try to take her out on a bunch of dirt. I've done, in that 612 miles, I've done 30, 40, 50 miles worth of gravel already. Today I'm going to try to ride her about 150 miles and try to get another 40 or 50 miles worth of dirt and gravel, maybe more. Anyway, let's go see what we can do. Yahoo! This road here is what we used to call Green Acres. This is the first road I came up on when I moved here in '76. First mud road. It's not going to be muddy today. It's farm season, and it well, it hasn't rained in a long time, so no. But it's going to be the first Class B road that this hot rod of mine, I think we're going to call her La Rosa, is going to travel on. And because of the harvest, I think it's been maintained a little more than usual, a little better than usual. I think it's about a mile long, maybe. Generally, this is a very messy road to be on, so I feel fortunate, I guess. That's not what I was looking for, but that's all right. We're hot rodding up this hill in third gear. No troubles whatsoever. I think we're coming out on the other end now. Wahoo! Life is good. Life is good. We are running up on Elkhorn Creek recreational area. This is in Shelby County, Iowa. I think this is 20 acres of park and 20 acres of some land that was donated. I can't think what they call that area. Maybe we'll see some signage when we get up here. But they've got a little campground and hey, squirrel! You can't swerve with things like that on this kind of road. They got a little campground area, and it's a very pretty place. Okay, down there's the bridge. It's closed. Let's go down and look at that. Turn of the century, there was a bank robbery in Des Moines, Iowa. I think that's where it was. And the robbers made their way all the way out here before getting cornered. They were hiding in this woods. They got flushed out. And the story goes that they were, well, they were suspended from the bridge. How's that? Hey, I got the back tire to slide a little bit. But anyway, that's the bridge there. Okay, Elkhorn Creek Recreation Area and Peterson Reserve. That's it. Peterson Reserve is the extra. This is a beautiful park. I've walked a lot of the trails in this area. Absolutely worth coming to if you like that kind of thing. If you like beautiful little parks. Hey, a little bit of rutting in the road here. So one of the reasons I wanted this particular motorcycle was it has so much low-end torque that you can, you know, I'm in second gear right now going about 15 miles an hour. And you know, she's just kind of working her way up the road here. Right over the ruts there. There's a reserve over yonder. Peterson Reserve. And I can't drive through there, but there's some pretty nifty Cam Spot 10. Some pretty nifty trail systems through there. I thought there was a shelter house up here. Hey, Cam Spot 11. There's at least 11 spots. Historical. Oh, wait, Keith, you can't go off the road, buddy. I know you want to, but you can't. There's the camp house. There's a rock over yonder, and it's got the plaque where they think that's where the original settlement is. I think they found some foundation evidence or something like that. The original town of Elkhorn, Iowa. There's a trail back there. Trails in through here. Trail back there. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm going to make my way now. I think there's a old road behind this park, a couple miles. We're going to go find that. There used to be an eagle's nest back there. So let's go see what we can find. Yahoo! 100-year-old bridge. Look at that thing. These things are disappearing every day. One more, you know, bites the dust. Pretty cool, isn't it? Think about it. This thing is over 100 years old for sure. Anyway, okay, this is, we're on the backside of Elkhorn Creek. Elkhorn Creek is, if you look to the right, you can see a mass of trees there. That's Elkhorn Creek. And that Patterson Prairie or whatever, Dawson's Prairie, whatever it was. This is the waterway that runs through that park. Okay, back to this motorcycle. One of the things about Royal Enfield, I'm up here standing in the bars now, is I couldn't find any real good information about longevity. I couldn't find any problems per se. I mean, any real serious ones. But I couldn't find, like I said, the most miles I could find on any one bike was 24,000, and we're going to beat that. That's my goal. I'm going to take good care of this bike. I'm the kind of guy that, you know, we're gonna see what we can do with that. I ride a lot. I've had dozens of bikes, countless cars. I've done all my mechanic life, all my own work all my life. I've only had one new truck and 2 new motorcycles, counting this one. I'm also an A&P mechanic, and I've had go-karts and motorcycles and dirt bikes and, you know, everything. So we're going to see what this bike can do over the long term. This is a pretty nifty road. Last time I was out here, I found a bunch of owls. Well, not a bunch, a couple owls. I'm going to slow down here for a second. That is the park over there, that mass of trees. Okay, let's keep going. I think the bike, as far as build quality goes, looking it over, it looks pretty darn good. I found nothing wrong with how it's built. You know, everything looks up and up. Fenders are made out of plastic, but you know, most new motorcycles are that way. If you put this next to a Triumph, you would say, wow, the Triumph is really nice. You say this is nice, but you say the Triumph's really nice. They are, you know, they're the premium brand. This is also, I feel these are very high quality bikes, but anyway, we're going about 35. It's eating up these bumps really well. You know, I've gone over some ruts. In the last park I did, yeah, well, anyway, maybe you guys will get to see an accident. But now we're going to work our way. I think we'll turn left here. I think that direction would be west. We'll run up some more gravel. See what we can find. Enter at your own risk. B road. Minimum maintenance. Dead end. Yeah, a little more ruts on this one. We'll go a little slow on this. So back to the, I'm going to harp on this a little bit, the longevity issue on these motorcycles. I've had lots of bikes. I don't know if you guys have followed my La Sombra series, but I take excellent care of that bike and of anything I own or drive. And I'll do the same with this. The maintenance schedule calls for every 6,000. We'll do everything on the 5s, every 5,000 instead, including the valves. And our goal is to find out what kind of longevity we can get out of a bike like this. If y'all want to follow along, that's great. I appreciate that. If you have any comments about that, please let me know, or you know, any ideas, or you know, what do you guys know about Royal Enfield? What have you seen? You know, what's in the world out there? Okay, we are running on a road. Anything after this is private property, and we don't go on private property. Let me get turned around down here. Big old rock back there. Wahoo! Oh, I'd love to drive that. Well, I'm not gonna though. Things I don't know what to think about on this. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with their tires. I don't know anything about on-off tires. I'm going to have to educate myself on those kind of things. You know, I've had dirt bikes, but it's been decades, literally decades. So everything I knew is out of date. So we'll spend a lot of time researching and finding out what we can. Here again, post what you all know or what you think. Good sources, things like that. And we'll do it together. I'll be the one wrecking the motorcycles. You guys just give me your input. Oh wow, 45. This bike is very stable, y'all, and the suspension just soaks these bumps up. I mean, it's just not even an issue. That big old 21-inch tire, not only does it roll over things, it's an excellent gyroscope to keep the bike up. Look at all that corn. That is ready for harvest. Service ends. Hey, that's the sign we were looking for. We like those kind of signs. Old corn crib right there. It would store ear corn. Oh, look at this wetland. It would store, there's a pond on the other side of that. There's a dam right there. Enter at your own risk. That's a welcome sign to somebody like me, right? Again, the road's been maintained for the harvest season. A little bit about the brakes on this hot rod. I have, when I did the test ride, I said that they were very good on this kind of surface and okay on the main road. By the way, we're only about 31 miles from my house, and you know, we've covered a whole bunch of gravel and a whole bunch of B road already. That's one of the reasons I bought this bike, was I knew it would expand my motorcycle riding experience close to home. Anyway, the brakes. I have ridden this bike. I've got 645 miles on it already, and I've got to say the brakes are actually very good compared to what I'm used to. I have a Honda Shadow 1100, which has a terrible front brake. I've got a Harley with a really nice front brake, and I think this has brakes that have much better feel than those. You know, pretty dang good. And I especially like the back brake. The idea that it's got anti-lock brakes front and back, I really enjoy that. I've tried the other day to lock them up with I couldn't do it myself on gravel, but then today, let's get on the pavement here. Today on the, I did a high-speed stop, and I did get the back car to slide a little bit, but not much. The other thing about this, I go from B road to gravel to, look at that old tractor, to pavement like this, and I can jet down the pavement at 60 miles an hour to the next, you know, to the next gravel or B road, and that's one of the things I bought this particular motorcycle for. First truck has a bean head, second truck has a bean head too. Tractor pulling a wagon and another combine. You didn't see the first combine. The whole procession was led by a combine. Alrighty, we're in the Luss Hills. I just spun around to the highway. We're going to kind of pull this video to an end on this dirt road that I've never been on, and we're just going to find out what's up there. That's kind of the whole point of this bike, right? Adventure. Level B, enter at your own risk. Another one of those. This is Luss soil, because we are in the Luss Hills. Luss soil is a glacier dust that settled in the, that was created in the glaciers north of Iowa, settled in the Missouri River flats. The summer, the river would become 20 miles wide, and in the fall, the river would dwindle to nothing, and this dust would be left, and it would blow up onto the banks. The story is that it's only on the west bank, but it's not. I've seen it on both the east and, or the story is it's only on the east bank, but I've seen it on both the east and the west bank. So anyway, the bike. So I bought this bike because I wanted to explore more, and I wanted to be able to look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I wanted to be able to hop on it in my driveway, drive the pavement, get to where I wanted to go, you know, the legs of the trip, and then I wanted to be able to go explore when I got there, you know, run the dirt roads like this in the Luss Hills, or I wanted to, you know, when I was out driving around, I see some sort of attraction. Isn't this pretty? I'm going to stop for a minute. See how the tree, that soil is so stable that the tree, see how it has barks on the root? That soil has been there like that for decades, and that's why that soil, the tree has bark on it like that. It will stack almost vertically. I think it's an 11-degree angle or something like that. But anyway, I wanted a bike that I could, you know, when I saw something that said gravel 5 miles that way, I could take it and go see something. I wanted to be able to go down by the river with it. I wanted to be able to, and so far it's working beautifully for that. Today I've ran miles and miles of gravel. I did a bunch of B roads close to home. We're doing one right now. I've it has lots of it handles really well on this kind of road, and on the gravel it's just spectacular. You know, it's got an excellent suspension for that. The brakes are wonderful for that. I am very impressed, very happy with the performance of the bike. You know, I left my house, I drove pavement, I got on some gravel, I hit some B roads, I got on some pavement, I got on some gravel, I got, you know, got on more B roads, you know, went through some parks, took back roads from here to there, did not have to rely on pavement the whole time. It was absolutely fantastic. The bike is just stellar for that. It is working perfectly for what it was designed for. I don't know which way to go, so we're going to go to the right. I left my house about 1. It's 4 now, a little after 4. So in 3 hours we've gone exactly 100 miles, half a mile short of that. So it's slower going, but it's a lot of fun. It's a different kind of fun than regular motorcycle riding, for sure. La Sombra, I usually average over 50 miles an hour. On here I'm averaging about 33 miles an hour, and that's okay, but look at the things you get to see, you know. Quite a different style of adventure, and I really think this bike is going to work out well. Power, you know, let's talk about power. Okay, lots of low end torque, easy to get at, don't have to rev the motor to get it, you know. Revving motors are great. They have a lot more horsepower at the top end, but they have no torque at the bottom. This has a little less horsepower than the same size motor of, it's about 2/3 the horsepower of the same size revving motor, but it has, you know, at least the same amount of torque, and it's easier to get to that torque. So it works very well in that sense. Let's see the traffic here. Level B, enter at your own risk. Well, let's do it again. Handling on the pavement, it's a little stiff. I think I talked about that earlier. But when you get on see, here's more of that. Hey, big old truck. How y'all doing? Okay, I think we'll go ahead and do it. The dust will settle. When you get on this kind of road, the handling is just phenomenal. You know, it's so stable and so predictable. I went over, anyway, I'm very happy with that, with this motorcycle. Here, you know, we're going 50 already. The fuel mileage, hey, big tractor. The fuel mileage, you know, I got 63 miles a gallon in the last tank. When I do highway, I was getting in 68 to 70, I think I got 73 on one tank. Excuse me. So, you know, very practical in that sense. Maintenance was easy. We did that the other day. This is going to be an easy bike to own. So, the wrap up. I'm having a lot of fun. It's a great thing to ride. It's very exciting. It's just a blast. And I'm going to try to put a lot of miles on it, and I don't think that's going to be hard to do. So, y'all, if you want one of these, or if you're thinking about one of these, get one. You will not regret it. If you enjoy the actual riding of a motorcycle, this is the bike that you should actually have. Okay, y'all. Enjoy life. Get out there and ride. It's a beautiful world. Get out there and see it. Wahoo!